morning friends, welcome to Sharekhan Pre-Market View. Indian markets had a fabulous session yesterday with Nifty putting on over 87 points gain, whereas Sensex nearly closed up by 300 points, finally ending at 287 points up. This was on the back of good strong global cues and a declining crude oil price after Libya increased supply of the crude oil. So after this session, what we saw is actually Wall Street had an extremely good session yesterday. Dow put on over 1% gain and closed the day with 175 points gain. Even Nasdaq was strong and closed at 17 years high and closed up by about 43 points. S&P put on 16-point gains. This was after good data which came in terms of the home builder confidence index, which gained for 3 consecutive months and closed at 7-month high, and also easing geopolitical tension actually, which has spurred overall global markets. Taking positive cues from Wall Street, Asian markets are all trading with strong and deep in the green. Indian markets, as indicated by Singapore Nifty, is indicating a positive opening by 33 points, again indicating an opening towards lifetime highs. Given this backdrop and the strong flows, if you look at the flows yesterday, FIIs were buyed to the tune of 473 crores in the cash market. They pumped in about 218 crore in the index future on the futures side, and DIIs also have turned buyers now, buying about close to 490 crores in the cash market. Now, after a strong opening, how Nifty is placed from here, let's have a view on Nifty from Sadhana.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. Yesterday Nifty started the session on a flattish to negative note at around 7780 odd levels. Soon after touching an intraday low, Nifty started moving towards upward direction as buying was witnessed across the board, and Nifty hit a fresh intraday high as well as lifetime high at around 7890 odd levels, and finally snapped its session with a significant gain of close to 1% at 7878 levels. In this period, we have seen that long positions were built up by market players as open interest increased by 6.44% from 1 crore 60 lakhs to 1 crore 71 lakhs. Around 10.35 lakh shares were added in open interest, and Nifty futures price increased by approximately 74 rupees. On the other hand, we have seen that cost of carry decreased by 60% from 4.02 to 1.60, and Nifty futures premium also decreased from 12 points to 3.45 odd levels. On the options front, PCR is increased by 8% from 0.99 to 1.07%. PCR now started cross the mark of 1, which is clearly indicating that it is a bullish sign for the market going forward, and which is clearly saying that in yesterday's trade we have seen good number of additions in put option than call option. In yesterday's trade, put option has added around 60 lakh shares in open interest, whereas call option has added around 8 lakh shares in open interest. India VIX was up by 2% from 13.2 to 13.50%. In the options activity, we have seen that 7,800 call option has reduced its shares in open interest, and that activity was shifted to 7,900 and 8,000 call option. And in put option, we have seen that 7,600, 7,700 followed by 7,800 has seen a good number of activity in open interest front. In yesterday's trade, in percentage terms, 7,800 put option was most active. There is only one security in ban period today, which is Unitech. Yesterday, FIIs were net buyers of 1,500 odd crores in future and option segment. They were net buyers of 218 crore in index futures, and they were net buyers of 736 crore in index options. They were net buyers of 673 crore in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 115 crore in stock options. Our 5-day CVM stands at 7780. Lower range for the market would be 7700, and higher range would be 8022. This is our monthly straddle break-even point on the higher side. So we may see as Singapore Nifty is also up by 32 points, which is at 7904. So now next level would be watch for 8022 levels. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Friends, now let's look at the actionable ideas for the day. First one being Sesa Sterlite. Now, Goa government has yesterday indicated that it would renew close to 28 mining lease, and this leases belongs to companies like Sesa Sterlite, Fermento, and Salgaonkar. By 20th September, most of these leases would be cleared. That is about close to 27 leases of the 28, and the rest of the leases will be given by October 15. This is extremely positive news for Sesa Sterlite, which is a very big player out there in Goa. And one can long Sesa with stop loss of about 290 for potential upside of 298 and above that at 302. Also friends, JSW Steel in its aim to raise its capacity and to meet its capacity to 40 million tons has announced various strategic routes and acquired various companies. Recently the company has signed a definitive agreement today with Maxwell Steel, which is an enterprise of the Welspun Group, to acquire all of its steel capacity for 1000 crore. One can long JSW Steel on this news with stop loss of 1263 for potential upside of 1300. Also, there is a positive news which has come in for Gateway Distripark. Snowman Logistics Limited, which is a subsidiary of Gateway Distripark and where Gateway holds about close to 54.04% stake, has filed for an IPO, and the draft red herring prospectus has been filed. Now the company will come out with an issue of 4.2 crore shares of 10 each. The price band would be between 45 to 47, and the Gateway Distripark would bring down its stake from 54% to 40%. This is an extremely positive news for Gateway, and one can long GDL with stop loss of 240 for potential upside of 248 and above that at 252. Moving on to the watch list for the day that we have today. Now stock wherein we have a positive bias, we continue to like L&T, CMP is about 15-16, and Z Enterprise, CMP is 280. And stocks which one can short from intraday perspective with a stop loss of about 1.5 to 2% are Sun TV, where CMP is 370, and Hero MotoCorp, CMP is 2509. Moving on to important news, now friends, PNB-led consortium has decided to conduct a forensic audit for the largest Indian steel maker, which is Bhushan Steel. The company has decided to actually appoint 3 nominee directors. Now the forensic audit will be carried out primarily to see whether there is any diversion of fund actually which were being taken as loan by Bhushan Steel to certain other categories or other ventures. Life Insurance Corporation, ICICI Bank and PNB each will nominate one member to conduct this forensic audit. Also, after buying out of Dhamra Port from L&T and Tata's, the deal size then was about 5500 crore. Gautam Adani controlled Adani Group is all set to start actually work on the port's second phase. Now the Adanis are looking to raise the capacity of this port to about 100 million ton per annum from current 25 million ton a year. In another news, Cain India yesterday has indicated that the Rajasthan block holds about 123 trillion cubic feet of gas. This is extremely positive news for Cain. Also, Bajaj Group in various block deals over the past 3 months has exited its holding in Force Motor completely. The company has cashed in on the 83% appreciation in the share price which has happened. The group, the Bajaj Group once controlled the Navalman Kundalman Firodia founded Force Motor. Also, city-based pharma player Aurobindo Pharma has announced that it would double its capex for the current fiscal year. The company is looking to earmark about 600 crore as compared to about 350 crore last year. Also, the government has indicated that it is looking to divest about 5% in ONGC. The merchant bankers for the issue would be appointed by the end of the August month. The issue is likely to come out in the month of September to October. The 5% stake sale may help government raise anywhere between 17,000 crore to 18,000 crore. That's it we have in today's session. Thank you friends.